The call came on a Tuesday afternoon, and let's just say the school principal sounded like she'd just sucked on a whole basket of lemons. I rushed over to the office, my heart racing, wondering if my 7-year-old had finally lost his cool. See, Leo is a quiet kid. He likes building blocks and drawing dragons and mostly keeping to himself. But for the last 3 weeks, a 5th grader named Tyler had been treating Leo like his personal vending machine. Tyler would wait until the lunch monitors were distracted, then tax Leo's lunch, usually taking his juice box and his favorite homemade cookies. The school's version of handling it was a sticker chart for Tyler. A sticker chart. When I walked into the office, Leo was sitting in a big wooden chair, swinging his legs. Across from him, Tyler was sobbing, loud, dramatic, snotty tears. The principal, Mrs. Vance, cleared her throat. She said, "Your son engaged in biological warfare today." I almost choked. Bio what? Turns out, Leo spent an entire Sunday afternoon in the kitchen with a very specific mission. He made a batch of his famous chocolate chip cookies, but instead of sugar, he used a half cup of salt, and instead of vanilla extract, he used a generous amount of the Reaper sauce from my hot sauce collection. He'd wrap them up perfectly in his lunchbox. When Tyler did his usual tax grab, Leo didn't say a word. He just watched. Tyler took a massive greedy bite, and according to the principal, he turned a shade of purple that simply did not look natural. Mrs. Vance looked at me over her glasses. "We have a zero tolerance for retaliation, regardless of the provocation." I looked at Leo. He looked at me. I could see the tiny ghost of a smile on his face. I turned back to the principal and said, "So let me get this straight. 3 weeks of theft only earned him a sticker, but one bad cookie gets my kid an office referral?" She sighed and gave him a 1-day suspension for malicious intent. As we walked out to the car, Leo looked a little worried. He asked, "Am I in big trouble, Dad?" I looked at him, then I looked back at those school doors, and I just laughed. I said, "Leo, that was the most creative piece of problem solving I've seen all year." We didn't go home. We went to the arcade, and I let him play for 3 hours. Then we went to the grocery store and bought the biggest bottle of hot sauce they had, because sometimes the only way to deal with a bully is to make sure their next victory tastes exactly like what they deserve.